was full of aftershocks in Southern California, a day after that 6.4 earthquake rattled the region there. There have been more than 1,400 aftershocks. One of them actually measured 5.4. Now, the damage is still being assessed from that original quake, which was the largest in 2 decades. California's governor declared a state of emergency for the area near the epicenter, which is about 150 miles northeast of Los Angeles. And that is where Carter Evans is tonight.
The 6.4 magnitude earthquake is still fresh on everyone's minds here in Ridgecrest, and the aftershocks won't let them forget it.
I've never felt anything like that at all.
This was Donnie Morrison's home the day of the quake. Rattled nerves kept his family up all night long.
We had our shoes by the bed. We had, clothes ready to go if we had to bail out real quick.
So far, this community has experienced more than 1,000 aftershocks. We witnessed the biggest one so far while preparing for an early morning live shot.
Whoa, roll, someone roll, 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 roll.
Another aftershock hit during our interview with seismologist Lucy Jones.
Oh, here it is. So there's a 4.3, estimated 4.1 that has begun.
That's the moment people on the island of Hokkaido were jolted from their beds by the second natural disaster to hit Japan in as many days. This time, a deadly 6.7 quake. It has killed at least 7 people. Here are some more recent images of the aftermath. Dozens of people are still unaccounted for. Power was knocked out right across the island, and between cracked roads and canceled flights, transportation in the region has been crippled. John Van Duzen is in Tokyo with the latest.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
The house is coming down. The house is coming down. She's scared.
Oh my God.
There's glass. Did you get that?
How do you know?
No, there's that.
Significant reports of fires, structure fires, mostly as a result of gas leaks or gas line breaks. There are gas line breaks throughout the city. There are also reports of water main breaks. Power is out and communications is out to parts of the community.
It's still going. It's still going.
Yeah, get down, dummy.
Where did I go down wrong? Oh my God! It's still going.
The puppy's here.
Off the coast of BC near Port Hardy and Bella Bella was reportedly felt by some here in the Lower Mainland.
We want to get to Southern California on alert this morning after getting hit by the largest earthquake there in 2 decades, sparking more than 160 aftershocks.
Felt for hundreds of miles.
People felt it from Los Angeles all the way to Las Vegas. It was a magnitude 6.4 quake.
It is the biggest quake in decades there. You can see the shaking workers running for cover inside this restaurant.
Right in the middle of celebrations for the 4th of July.
The quake was damaging enough, but then came the aftershocks. More than 100 emergency crews racing to contain the disaster.
A children's 4th of July performance comes to a screeching halt. Parents filming hit the floor at Burroughs High School the moment a 6.4 magnitude earthquake hit near Ridgecrest. The several seconds of violent shaking did tens of thousands of dollars in damage at the East Ridge Market.
The epicenter, 11 miles northeast of the town of Ridgecrest, near the China Lake Naval Air Base. Roads ripped open outside of town, this liquor store destroyed, contents of these supermarket shelves tossed to the floor.
A big jolt and felt all over Southern California.
The quake, lasting at least 20 seconds, felt as far away as Las Vegas.
Experts say it looks like 2 faults were involved in today's quake, but not the infamous San Andreas fault, which is more than 100 miles away.
A magnitude 5.4 aftershock struck Southern California shortly after 4 a.m. local time this morning. It comes just a day after a magnitude 6.4 quake struck the Mojave Desert.
That's just one of more than 150 aftershocks to hit the same area since yesterday's massive 6.4 earthquake in Ridgecrest, 150 miles northeast of Los Angeles.
What's going on?
Are you serious?
First earthquake.
Ceiling lights swayed and water sloshed in backyard pools across the LA region. Luckily, this one was much farther away from the most populated areas. Experts say, though, this should be a wake-up call for Californians.
This has been an extremely quiet, abnormal time. This type of earthquake is much more normal.
So put it in perspective for us. How bad, how big is it?
Well, it's big enough to cause tremendous damage. The Northridge earthquake was at 6.7, just a little bit higher in magnitude, but it hit a populated area.
You said we're long overdue?
Long overdue. We're playing Russian roulette with Mother Nature. You realize that the last big earthquake to hit the LA segment of the San Andreas Fault was, get this, 1680. That's over 300 years ago. But the cycle time for breaks and earthquakes on the San Andreas Fault is 130 years. So we are way overdue.
All right. Professor Kaku, thank you so much for that information.